How's it going, everybody? I am back in Fallout 4, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a mod review on a mod that I recently found. It's not a mod maker that I recently found, because on this screen alone, I have 4 of his mods. Well, actually, look in my favorites, I've got another one, so I've got 5 of his mods, so it is Toys Out of the Pram, OICTOOTP. I'm not sure what the OIC means, but, he makes like a ton of mods for Fallout 4. Uh, this work in progress mod, this is a mod that he made. The custom crafting stations, which is the mod that we're going to be reviewing today, is another one of his mods, as well as both of the posters of the Commonwealth mods, the DLC and the main game, and then also posts, supports, and beams. I think that's all the mods that I have of his. I'm gonna be doing a couple of reviews of his over the next or reviews for mods of his over the next week or two, because I tried to record custom crafting stations, work in progress, and post beam or supports and beams all in one, and it ended up being like 50 minutes long. So I have to break these down into individual videos, and it's worth actually. I have 6 of his mods. He also made Go Green, Go Solar. I completely just skipped over it in my head. It's pretty impressive the amount of things that he's made in the game. So the mod that I'm going to be showing you guys though is custom crafting stations. All custom crafting stations is clutter. It adds decorations for you to add around your settlement, and it's definitely worth picking up because you can throw clutter on tables and counters and on the floor, and they have shelves and all sorts of things that you can use to decorate your settlement and make it look even better. Uh, they have this clutter, but the reason it's called custom crafting stations is because it has mats that you can place down inside of the crafting station or inside of the area of the items that you place. So right here you can see the mat on the counter right there. There's 2 types, and one is visible, one is invisible. And there are 4 total, and it's because there's 2 that are invisible, 2 that are visible, that are at different heights. So there's one that's visible and invisible at table height, and then one that's visible and one invisible at counter height. And your settlers can use these in everything. They've got different animations. They're on the bottom right there. And the thing that I like about Toys Out of the Pram is they keep up with the feedback they get for the mod and or for the all of his mods. They keep up with everything, and they update constantly, add new things, and it's very impressive. But I just want to show you guys this mod today, and I'll show you a lot of what it has to offer. I don't know if I'd be able to show you all of it because it is quite a bit, but I'll show you at least most of it. Alright, so I built this little platform here at Abernathy Farm, and due to some recent feedback, I have a mod that does allow to change time, but it does cause some issues sometimes. I just have to remember to unfreeze time. Uh, but I'll show you guys what is available with custom crafting stations. It does take a minute to load the actual custom crafting stations. This will be mixed in with makeshift furniture because I don't have I don't have that shut off. So makeshift furniture should be the first things that I go through all right here. And then these are the custom crafting stations. So you can see that there are crafting stations for different things, different kinds of shelves. So the first set is like all cooking things, and I've got some walls here to kind of use as a placeholder for these items so they don't just look like they're floating. I wanted to make it look like how you would actually have them. So you could set this up against the wall, and then you have meat hanging. You've got shelves and stuff all set up. And these are awesome. Like this is This is amazing. This shelf right here. It's got stuff hanging on the side and everything like that. It looks really, really well done. It's really, really cool. And then also, like I said, he's got boxes just full of stuff. I'm not even sure that I'll need this whole platform that I've made, but I made it anyway. So this is all the cooking items. More shelves. And these are really awesome. And then you can see that at the beginning of the section, there's a chemistry station for tables and a chemistry station for counters. And that's the invisible ones. I'm not sure uh, where the visible ones are. They must just be at the end of everything. But then we move on to chemicals. So the chem clutter, again, just some more countertop stuff. And you can place these, I mean, they're pretty forgiving as long as they're not like touching something else. You can move them in like decently close. I mean, and of course, if you wanted it closer, you could use place anywhere on these as well. But they are quite forgiving. They aren't too stingy with placement. Like you can get pretty close to the wall and everything like that. And then he's got another version of the same shelf that he had over there, which is really cool looking. So he's got cooking, chems. He's got shelves for chems, and these are pretty forgiving too. You can place it over things, which is pretty nice. And I think chem clutter is definitely something that can be a little bit more useful. And then this is for weapons workbench, so you can see it's got the tools all here on the right. Oh, it's got more chem clutter. I'm not sure why the weapons workbench mats are here. But more chem stuff. He's got like chem hoods and stuff. That's pretty awesome, actually. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to build these over here. So really cool looking things that you can have in a pretty advanced chem station or something like that. It's got a computer mixed into the front of that. That kind of looks a little bit wonky, but he's trying to make it look like there's a computer to use, you know? And then he's got this chem hood down here, and that looks a little bit better. I can see that that is kind of mixed in, but I think that that looks a little bit better than this computer blended into the front. It just kind of doesn't match the rest of the items, but either way, I think that this looks pretty awesome. And then this one is really, really cool. I really like this. It's got the little attachment on the side. The post goes a little bit farther than probably should. If you wanted this on a second floor, it isn't going to happen. You kind of have to have it outside. But that's that for chemicals, and then we move on to weapon clutter. So for the weapons, it is pretty similar with a bunch of items just kind of stacked. This is weapon and armor. So I'll just move this down here a little ways to kind of put it in between. It looks like this is a wall piece. So he's got a corkboard like display for weapons. This one is a little bit more touchy. Like you can't have it too close to the wall, it looks like, because of those boards on the back. Either way, I was worried that it wouldn't let me put, yeah. So this one won't actually place over the things that I have on the floor too, so that's something to think about. This one is the one that I think caused a little bit of issues in the Red Rocket build. I tried to place one of these. This is the weapons corkboard or display from the main menu screen. So all the item parts up on the wall. I'll place it anyway. Or no, I'm not going to place this one. I'll just show it for now. I'm not going to place it because I don't want to cause any issues and the game freeze, because that's what happened last time. The game actually crashed. These are meant for like counters and stuff, I think. Well, they for sure are. They just look a little weird on the floor. I think that this is supposed to look like a. I mean, it's obviously supposed to be a saw, but like, I think on a counter you could put it there, and it would look like it is a handsaw on like a table. And so now it's definitely giving me some issues now that I've placed this here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on from it, uh, and place this wherever I can. Actually, geez. So there. Move it a little way the way. This one's a little bit more forgiving. You can place this. It's a box full of parts and everything. Same thing with this. Just another box full of gun attachments and saw blade, it looks like. Random scrap. It also has cooking oil in it, I just realized, but that's okay. Another box with the same thing. Really awesome decorations. You could use these for anywhere. Then we move on to the armor stuff. So this is the armor clutter. This was armor and weapons, so we'll put this right here between the two because it's got a gun, some ammunition, money caps, and then some helmets and stuff. So you can put this in a workshop. Then we got some more boxes filled with clutter. And you can honestly just use these kind of like around a house or something like that during decoration. Because a lot of these are just really scrappy looking and don't look too out of place. They don't have to be in a workshop. This is a tabletop one, obviously. This is the one from the picture of the mod itself. You can place a mat like right there in the middle, and it looks pretty cool. It's got like a vise on the left, and it looks pretty awesome. Stack of some metal, a hacksaw, some boxes with like springs and screws or whatever, and what is that? Adhesive. Yeah, so then we also have a shelf. This one is not nearly as forgiving as the other ones either, so we'll move it until it's able to be placed. So looks like about right here. Move it over a little bit. Try to find that sweet spot. So place it down. Got some random clutter on here. Another shelf. This one is really far away for some reason. It's got some power armor pieces, helmets, robot parts, it looks like. There's an Assaultron head. And then random bits of metal and steel and stuff, so. This one is pretty forgiving. You can place it underneath this shelf really easily. And then more wall pieces for armor. These are probably some of my favorite parts. Having these wall pieces. Walls can sometimes be bland and hard to decorate because, I mean, what I typically do is I typically add a bunch of posters until it doesn't look like just like one thing. But you can see, like, just with what we've had so far, that it's already looking pretty awesome, like what we're going to be able to do with these kinds of things. The next thing is workshop clutter. So this would just be around, like, I guess, the actual workshop itself. Like, this is just building supplies and stuff. It does look like there's a butt of a gun inside this box, but it's nothing that's like... Oh, well, I'm in the wrong section now. Longer... Oh, it's a filing cabinet, drawer. More boxes filled with clutter. These are really cool looking. I really like these. This is like an electronic like place drawer. Let's see if we can play where we can place this. It looks like it's gonna have to be on this end. That one doesn't get too close to the wall, it doesn't look like. Okay. It must have just been the object that I have under it. So, there, it gets a little bit closer. Oh, actually, it's like in the wall now, but that's not a big deal as long as it actually places. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Some more pieces. I wish that these would place a little bit easier over things, but I mean, I'm sure if you place these first and then place objects underneath them, they're probably a little bit easier to place. So place that. That's one. That one's pretty far in the wall right now. Didn't really fix that at all. More workshop clutter wall pieces. This one is pretty high up, so let's see if this one works. This one is a lot more forgiving with what's underneath it. So that looks really good. That works fine. It's pretty tall, but it's not that bad. This is really cool. I like to have ladders and stuff kind of scattered, like thrown into tight spaces between things sometimes to kind of fill smaller gaps. And I'm running out of space on my walls now. So eventually we're gonna have to just, I guess, we're just gonna do this now, I guess. We're just gonna go through them now, I guess. So, got some more shelves with some different things on them. Oh, this is awesome. Cabinet. Does not want to get close to a wall. So you'll have to pillar glitch that in, or rug glitch, or something. And then more workshop clutter, more of these electronic pieces. So this is awesome. This is exactly what I was saying that other handsaw kind of looked like earlier. You could have this in like a lumber mill or something like that. Like I recently built like a lumber shack or something, a lumber shed, and these are really cool. A lot of electronics, a massive hand drill. That's pretty crazy looking. I assume a lot of these come from like Far Harbor and stuff. I know that with his mod, uh, he says you have to have all the mod or all the DLCs to download these. So probably should have warned people about that. Oh, this one you can't actually place again once you set it down. So you have to delete it and reset it, whatever. But that is all of the objects. I'm actually going to move these down here along the wall, or along this edge. That shelf can stay, I guess. So these are pretty awesome, like, things added. I definitely appreciate all the time and like effort that Toys Out of the Pram has put into making mods. So it looks like none of these are gonna, yeah, some of those are gonna be stuck, it looks like. But it's not a big deal. But these are really cool. I really like how it's not even like he's going for one workshop look. So like this is all scrappy stuff. And then he's starting on like a new section because I've seen these on Twitter recently. He's starting on like a new workshop style, like factory style decorations. And I think that that is pretty awesome, and that's a lot of effort for him to put into the mod, just for people to have like the convenience of not having to worry about like trying to fit in one type of like environment into another. So, uh, yeah, this is really awesome. A lot of effort and a lot of work put in by Toys Out of the Pram, and yeah, a bunch of people appreciate it, and he definitely deserves like a lot of credit. Like the dude is awesome. Even like recently with me like attempting to mess with Creation Kit, like me reaching out to him, he's offered to help me and everything. Uh, so awesome, awesome person. So definitely give this mod a look. There's a couple other mods of his that I'll be covering over the next couple days. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this mod. Let me know what you guys like want to see from me. I'm probably gonna try to branch out from Fallout 4 again, mainly because I'm not even burnout of Fallout 4. I'm tired of the errors that I get from the game. The game is just broken as can be, and so it breaks constantly, and it's pretty upsetting that I keep losing an hour, 2 hours of playtime at a time, and it's really frustrating. I just really want to start trying to play some other things. I'm not sure what. I've been messing around with a lot of games recently, and I'm actually really behind on videos. That's why last Friday's video didn't come out till Saturday. I just got distracted by something completely separate from Fallout, and I was like, oh shoot, I have to go edit and upload a video real quick. So I had to do that afterwards, and yeah, hopefully nobody was too upset, but yeah, I tried to get it out as soon as I could. I just have really not got a whole lot to do in Fallout anymore because I've built so much and I'm just tired of the game being broken. Uh, it's just kind of unplayable. I lose like 2 or 3 hours of playtime every single time I play, and it's really upsetting. I hope that at some point in time Bethesda fixes their game or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll attempt to just delete everything, start on new saves and everything. But I really don't want to lose everything that I've done. But I may have to, which is pretty sad. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this mod. Let me know what you guys think I should do, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. And thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.